Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to CharismaToAC and to this week's episode of It's a Dog's Life. Before we get started today with a recap and all the usual shenanigans, I have a service announcement for the listeners, and that is that next week there won't be an episode, because next week is moving day on our normal game day. So unfortunately, it'll be a little longer this time before the next episode comes up. But that is, at least it's for a good reason.
Yeah. Yes, no, we've all just decided to move simultaneously at the same time.
Well, all of us, yeah. No, it's
just getting really into the role play.
It's just a couple of us moving, but
that's fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And on that note, let's get a recap.
Yes, I'd also say that we, you may have noticed, listening audience, that we didn't do one last week again for personal reasons. That's fine. It just happens, but we're back to it now. Yeah. So, last time on It's a Dog's Life, we had to deal with the ramifications of essentially stopping a group of construction workers from starting to demolish the buildings around the homeless shelter at All Saints, which did unfortunately result in a couple of murders that we were either directly or indirectly responsible for.
We were accessories to murder, basically.
In a sense, yeah. But the point is that obviously it was very affecting for a lot of the characters. We scattered in various ways, and split up, and then tried to meet up again in a similar location. I think Boo got stuck in the Umbra for a time. I believe that Barry got out and was able to meet up with Molly and Frankie, who were both dealing with the aftermath very poorly, in that Frankie was having a panic attack and Molly was on the verge of going to find someone to rip the head off and spit down the neck of. And that's pretty much what happened. Eventually, Frankie, basically, the panic overtook her and she ran off in any direction, just away from where the incident had happened. And Molly decided, you know, there's some vampires up north in that big cathedral. I'm going to go there and maybe introduce myself. And Barry was like, you are fucking not. And a wily coyote chase ensued, whereupon we quite conveniently ran into a couple of Black Spiral dancers who were like, oh, look, it's some good guy werewolves. Let's be the obligatory bad guys and fight them, because obviously we're going to win. And then they realised after one round that they had Molly to contend with. They're like, oh, we're not going to win, are we? And then one of them died, and one of them didn't. Molly was able to cool off, and Barry and her hauled the survivor back to the sept to interrogate. Meanwhile, Boo was able to get out of the Umbra, catch up with Frankie, and they had a discussion and made it back to the sept. When Barry and Molly made it back, they got... she went in, Barry stayed out... Oh, actually, no, that's not right. We had one of the sept come out to meet us, which was Drains the River.
Yes. And
we did interrogate this this Black Spiral dancer, and we were able to... although Molly left quickly because of the we were engaging in a little bit of torture to get him to talk, which, you know, not the most comfortable thing to deal with, understandably. But under this interrogation, the Black Spiral Dancer revealed the location and name of the Black Spiral Dancer leader that we've been tracking, as well as the names of a couple of the local York council that were in their pocket, and so we could basically set about dealing with them.
Yeah. And
this fellow, whose name I believe I wrote down as Fading Death. That was it. Yes, and then we ended his suffering. After this, we all met up in the sept to discuss our options, and it was clear that now really was the time that it was like building up to the end game. We should go out now and try and find Fading Death and put an end to him. But it was also made clear, quite tragically, that because of what had happened with us in that attack, because it essentially was a case of domestic terrorism, if you think about it, our faces were basically... we were wanted by the police for multiple counts of engaging in this, because obviously a few of us had been seen before. So it was made clear to us by the sept that even if we did succeed, we bet we would be best off leaving York for a good long while and finding a new home somewhere else. Which, let's face it, is very sad because our pack has basically fought from the beginning to try and defend our home, to keep it, and to know that we are now basically doing. We have maybe successfully defended it, but we can no longer go there. Is a wonderfully bittersweet irony. But yes, we have options to go like Birmingham or London. Barry made the suggestion of going to Ireland, but that's depends on what we as a pack feel is suitable. And yeah, we left off basically setting about getting some rest, building up our strength, and preparing to set off to deal with fading death. Although Barry does have at least one more stop he wants to make on the way.
Yes. So let us start up with that, shall we?
All right. So let's see. How are we all in terms of health, rage, gnosis, and willpower at the moment?
Has any time passed, John?
Well,
so that I could recover willpower.
That is 1 per day, so no.
All right.
Wait,
well,
put everything on.
I'm rolling my 1 willpower then.
Yeah.
For me, it's all on max for some reason, but I know I used a bunch, so that is not correct.
Yeah, you spent quite a lot of
you know what? Since we recorded it, I'm quickly gonna look at the previous episode just to find it out. Haha.
It always pays to prod Daniel, who is obviously the curator of the channel, to get these things uploaded before we play next time. So.
Yeah.
As for me, I presently have 1 willpower, 3 gnosis, and luckily only 1 rage. But as soon as that gets back, it's going to be an issue.
Just don't get angry.
Yeah. Yes. It's like, to a vampire, just don't drink blood.
Just don't get angry.
Or a mage, just don't use magic. Like,
exactly. Don't get angry.
It's fundamental to who they are.
Hey, have you not gotten angry yet?
Yes.
Have you not gotten angry?
I have gotten angry, and I have also not gotten angry. Anyway, so
Molly looks remarkably calm right now.
That's good. We like that. Barry is an even mix of 2 rage, 2 willpower, but full gnosis, so he's gnosised up.
Real quick, did you say any time passed? Or
no? No, not really. Okay. Maybe like half an hour or an hour or something.
Yeah. So I'm at 1 rage, 4 gnosis, and 7 willpower.
Yeah. So really the question then is, A, do we want to stop and rest somewhere? B, do we know where we want to stop and rest? And C, do we know of any other things or equipment or abilities or anything we really want to do or get before we set off on what could be a very, very climactic fight?
Well, I think we should definitely, rest up and make sure we're ready, kind of thing. Don't want to go in half-cocked, right?
No, that's true. So we need to find somewhere that we can reliably stay. I mean, the Sept is okay, but it's also some scrutiny might come there, and let's face it, it might get attacked because it's holding onto an important relic of this Fitzhugh bloke.
True, but if it is attacked, then it would be kind of nice if, even if we need rest, at least some of us were available just in case Mr. Annoying Idiot comes.
Yeah, but as far as I understood, the thing we left in the Sept wasn't actually tainted. So it would mostly be the chalice they went for.
Yeah, but each of the items is important, and each of them...
Oh yeah, but they can't feel what the things are that isn't tainted are.
Somewhat true,
what
yes.
we talked about last time.
Yeah.
Well, it is possible they have some way to track it that we don't know about. Not necessarily through things.
That's true. But either way, I can take it then that we want to stay at the Sept if we're going to try and get some rest here. Then
I mean, if we want to be even more incognito, we can always stay in the Sept on the Umbra side.
This is also
Sorry,
true.
stay in the Sept with who?
In the Umbra, at the Sept. So basically, we go into the spirit world. And,
good luck for the police to find us there.
Yeah,
He
that's true.
immediately finds us there. How?
Yes, there's
Stop right there, criminal scum.
There's only one. There's only one government body. There's only one government body I expect to find you in the spirit realm or anywhere you hide, and that's Inland Revenue. The
fucking IRS is coming for us.
Yeah, the tax people. You can never escape the tax people. Anyway, so it sounds like we're gonna try and make our way to the Umbra and rest there for a bit.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
Right.
But by the way, Joan, I want to make this a request.
Yes.
Not necessarily for this one, but like at some point we have to like have a campaign or something where we have to fight the spirit of taxation.
That's like a really, really old, really powerful Weaver spirit.
Yeah, it's like near worm level, not quite as strong, but it's close.
Yes, the two certainties, death and taxes. I am death, not taxes. I turn up only once.
But yeah, resting seems like a good idea.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, sure.
so you go to you go into the Umbra, I take it, and head for the cairn. Is that what I'm hearing?
I believe we're still in the cairn, but yes.
Oh yes, you are. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we need to make some gnosis rolls to see if we can get in.
Yes, but the difficulty here is only 4, so it's easy.
All right, fair enough. I'll wait until everyone else has rolled, just in case I need to take anyone else through. Well done. Look at that.
Molly goes through.
Frankie goes through.
Frankie goes through as well.
Buh.
Almost trips.
Yes.
But only almost.
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Roll gnosis for... Oh, there you go. Ah, perfect. You
go through as well.
Let me guess. Difficulty... Hold on.
You're the one stuck now.
Difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4, yeah. Sorry, I put it in the wrong area. No, I actually make it.
Yep.
Quite
no
handily.
No problem at all. You guys all get into the Umbra, and of course it's a fairly... It's a peaceful place in the Umbra because it's a protected cairn, so you are safe for the moment. And yeah, the police aren't certainly going to locate you there.
I mean, yeah,
would be pretty impressive.
It would be.
Who immediately goes off to chase a spiritual fly or something.
Spirit. You chase the spirit of flies everywhere. Oh no.
Yes.
So, now that you are there, what are you going to do?
We should consider formulating a plan.
Agree?
Frankie says as she pokes the ground with a stick.
Yeah, got any ideas?
Well, not really. But hey, I'm just I'm just a follower. He says and looks at their alpha.
We're a pack, but we also, any ideas are welcome. Still, the way I see it, as well, I see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just think that they'll be focusing quite a lot on Hardrada's blades. Veins have been attacking there since we left the chalice there. So that'll be their main focus. If we could maybe, and since we now know where this fading death is, if we could get it so that any forces he might have around him to guard him could be distracted or lured away somehow, maybe involving Hardrada's blades, maybe involving something a little bit more closer.
I could do that.
And then we could sneak in or try and get close to him while he's not as well guarded and attack him. Then that'd be ideal because really he's gonna have bodyguards. He's gonna be in his own territory. We need some kind of either yourself, Molly, or someone else we could trust. We need to set it up so that we can deal with him ourselves. He's going to be a tough enough fight by himself for just us, even with this gift we've got.
Well, okay, what do we know about this guy?
That he's a Black Spiral Dancer, that he has a power that means that only we can now reliably attack him, that he's clearly in charge of a very powerful set of Black Spiral Dancers in Yorkshire to have gotten as much control of local council, corporate nature, and having as many Black Spiral Dancers as we found crawling around in various parts of it. So he's clearly powerful and has a lot of authority.
Do we know anything about his routine? I don't know.
No.
Do we know if he goes out anywhere?
No.
Don't think we do.
I've not seen him. No one's seen him, I think, since the hotel we burnt down.
Yeah. Alright, let's think about this. So, distraction. We can make a distraction easily enough, Either I just get very loud and start punching people in the face, that works pretty well. Or, we ask somebody else to do that for us, like the Defender. Like, they'd have fun.
Yeah. I think it'd be best if we got someone else to try and do it for us, because as much as a distraction as you could be, you're our best fighter. We need you front and centre dealing with this bastard.
That's fair. And she doesn't acknowledge the compliment, but she's kind of like, I'm the best fighter. Sneaks up on fire. Okay. Thing is, we don't know that much about, where they live, practically speaking. I mean, I'm thinking we need some kind of like blueprints or stuff like that, If Xander were here, I'd ask him, but I mean, I suppose we can always ask Fox Freak to see if we can't find something, so we can plan more properly, get an idea of the rooms, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Maybe get some explosives as well, because quite frankly, that's always going to be useful.
It's true.
Again, if Sander were here, I'd ask him, hey, do you have any army buddies who'd be willing to loan us some C4, but... yeah.
I mean, I heard you can find out how to make that kind of thing online.
Yeah, not without
getting a cookbook.
Not without being, tracked and traced by somebody.
I mean, you could always do it on the library computer. What are they gonna do? Track the library?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
maybe Fox Freak can find out without being
let's start by thinking about how Fox Freak could help out here. Yeah.
Hack, cough up fly.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So just out of character, she did actually just swallow a fly spirit.
No, she coughed it up.
Okay.
Right now she's looking at the poor, slobbery thing that's probably shaking several fists at her.
Yes. Good. The point is that with Barry having spirit speech, you can probably understand what it's saying, and it probably isn't very complimentary.
Oh, she can understand it too.
I choose to believe it comes out and it's just a giant censorship, and then nobody can hear. Both of you can't hear anything anymore.
Yeah, just a massive constant bleep. Yeah. No. So yeah, we'll contact Fox Freak. Who's got the phone?
Phone?
One of us has a means to contact him. I think one of us had a mobile phone.
I have my mobile phone. It does not work in the Umbra.
Yes, so that's a shame, because we should have thought about that before we went into the Umbra.
Hey, look, I'm tired and I want to get pissed, alright?
You're always pissed.
Not right now, actually. I feel remarkably serene and it's weird and I don't want it.
I'd check if she has a fever.
She's fine. Like she's like so. Normally, I choose to believe she actually feels colder than normal because like she's so calm right now. Her body isn't like flooded with adrenaline.
It's weird.
Exactly, it's weird. I want to be angry.
Well, I could probably fix that, but then you'd rip my face off, and I need my face.
You do need your face.
It's good for smushing.
At least for now.
Well,
Like awkward silence.
shit. Okay. One of you can borrow my phone if you want.
I'll
If
do
you
it.
like popping back.
I'll do
I,
it.
for one, I think I'm gonna get some shut-eye.
Yeah, same.
Alright, you lot get some rest, then I'll deal with this.
No. Molly just lies herself down. Just like, yep.
I think Frankie, with the smirk, chucks her phone at Barry. Since, it's one of
It's in between the eyes.
Yeah, like hits him straight between the eyes. He's knocked out by the sheer weight of the Nokia phone.
Yeah, if it's a Nokia phone, then yes, he probably does actually take a level
He's
of
so
damage.
dead now.
Takes a lethal wound.
No.
There we go.
Anyway. Alright, so, yes, if he gets the phone, I'll roll notice again to try and get out. Oh, goodness me. Hopping back and forth. Yeah, just as easily as I went in, I get out again.
Yes.
Open the phone. Beep, beep, beep.
And you call
Fox Freak.
Fox Freak, and he picks up the phone. He was like, "Yep, what can I do?"
Hey, it's Barry.
Hi, Barry.
Yep, sorry, we keep calling you, but you're just so...
You are all over the news, and for all the wrong reasons.
Yes, I know, we're trying
What are you talking about? We're cool.
We're lying low, and as soon as we've finished our business in York dealing with the bastard leading our enemies, we'll be slipping away and we'll be going somewhere else for a long, long time, I'm afraid.
Sad, but probably necessary, I agree.
Yeah, well, that means I'm only going to ask one more favour of yours before we have to be gone.
Sure, what do you need?
We got the name and the rough location of the Black Spiral Dancer in charge of everything that's been going on here. His deed name is Fading Death, and he's at such and such location, because again, we didn't specify out of character, but yeah, he just gives the address of this Black Spiral Dancer.
Yeah.
If you can find out anything about his comings and goings, patterns, anything about that sort of area, anything you think would be useful for us if we try and infiltrate this place and take him down, please do what you can.
Well, I can look it up right away and see what I have on that, because I can tell you from the address that I'm not going to have any kind of surveillance or anything of the sort on him. He is in a suburban area. And he's probably going to be surrounded on all sides by completely innocent people.
Pretty crafty, I suppose. Well,
makes it easier for him to, well, I wouldn't say it makes it easy to hide in plain sight, but unless you want to go in there and instigate a bloodbath.
I was thinking we'd have to be sneaky. Or try and catch him when he's not there, somewhere out in when he's exposed. All right.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to tell you if he ever leaves or comes or goes or anything of the sort. I don't have surveillance on that area.
All right. We'll just have to be quiet and clever once we get there and see what we can find out. All right.
Best of luck.
Thank you, and you as well. And thank you for everything. I mean it.
You're welcome. It's all for a good cause.
All right.
He hangs up.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. And I'll try and get back into the armor and just kilo as well, because I need to recover a little bit. I've lost sight of where everything is. I don't know why that happens.
What?
There you go. You get back.
Yep. Basically, goes places the phone down next to a by now probably sleeping Frankie, and then just kills over.
Yes, flop. How long do you guys rest there?
I mean, personally, I'd be fine with a week, but I assume that's not a good idea.
Long enough. I think long enough to recover a willpower at the very least.
Well, that's a day. You get a willpower back per day.
That seems good.
How much rage do you get per day? How much rage do you get back?
You don't get rage back by time. You get rage back by getting pissed.
So basically, yeah.
You have to find something that makes you angry.
Insult me!
Yes. Or when
Even better, you start fucking reading the news.
Or when your moon phase begins.
Yeah, I think... Oh my god, if Molly had an iPhone, she'd start scrolling the news just to get outraged. Literally doom scrolling.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
Molly actually doesn't have like an iPhone thing because she threw that shit away.
Yeah, but Boo looks at her like, "Are you okay?"
No.
You look very comfortable.
I feel weird.
Why?
I feel well. I mean, so I got really angry the other day, right? Like, kill everybody near me angry. Kill like everything in the like the vicinity angry. Destroy the fucking town angry.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just. I guess I just kind of. Fucking just everything went into that, and now I feel kind of empty. It's like it's like I'm a bucket. She like chuckles to herself with the like weird.
Like a bucket.
Yeah, like I'm filled with being pissed, being angry, having I'm filled with rage. Yeah, whatever. Roll credits. So right now I feel like I said, empty, just weird. Feels like
it is weird to you.
It feels like my old life, and I don't like that. It feels like how I was, before the change, and I don't know. Just...
Oh, you feel human.
No, I feel. I feel homesick.
Not understanding.
I feel homesick. Oh fuck. She like gets really quiet and kind of like curls up on herself and just like seems to be thinking of something.
All right, Boo. It's time to administer first aid. You get to lie on her, and I'll scoot over. Then Frankie scoots over and then puts an arm around her. Boo. First aid.
Said that she flopped onto her.
Good. Now, all right. Now you squish Boo's face until you feel better. Okay.
That's okay.
Trust me, it works.
She just kind of like pats the top of Boo's head, gives her scratches. You're a good dog. Kind of wish I could be a good werewolf. Feel like I'm not. Not always.
I mean, you're pretty darn good at ripping things to pieces. That's like the main job descriptor.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're not wrong.
A different place, a different way.
But let's be real here. We failed.
In what?
To protect our home, objective.
Well, they haven't turned down yet.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if we get rid of the ugly guy,
But
people
okay.
might still live there, even if
Let's
we can't.
say we take care of the big guy. We kill him, right? We head out to London or I don't know, Paris or whatever the fuck we want to end up. How long do you think it'll be in days before Pentex just decides, we'll set up another company and just do it again? And we won't be here for that. There'll be less werewolves. And maybe we'll stop that one too. Maybe. But again, more werewolves will die. And there'll be less of us. And they'll just keep trying.
Yeah, that's why we need to make sure we have allies on the human side. So they can be outraged and obtrusive for us. And of course, we also need to make sure we kill as many Pentex members as possible. You can think of it kind of like building a wall in blood.
A wall in blood.
Yeah.
That's quite a...
Sounds like that'll smell really bad.
Yeah, but it'll keep them out.
That's quite a sight. Look. I'll get better soon. I'll just, I don't know, go punch a wall or something.
That's actually not a bad idea. Why don't we spar a bit? I mean, we need to be on our best when we're going to fight anyway, and I feel a little stiff.
I mean, currently I can't feel much below my midriff. Like, points to Boo crushing her slowly.
I'm
Alright.
fairly innocent.
Oh
I don't know
well.
what you're talking about.
Consider that your handicap.
Oh, what? You're gonna beat me up while I'm on the ground covered by Boo?
I mean, if it means I have a chance of winning. I think Frankie flicks your nose with like her finger.
I think Molly's face goes, oh, okay, like, let's fucking go then! She's gonna try to yeet Boo at you.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I think you probably fail at yeeting Boo at anyone because Boo is too unwieldy to yeet. But
Yeah.
I think you managed to scoot out from underneath Boo after a moment or two.
I think it looks really awkward, but she feels really pumped up, so it's fine.
Yes. And then you guys...
For a moment when you tried to lift Boo, she made the face of, uh-oh. Oh, okay, she can't, I'm fine.
Yeah, like for a split second, Boo was like, uh-oh, it might actually happen.
Yep.
Like, what is she doing? I'm okay.
So you guys basically...
the Queen eats you anyway.
You go at it in some training.
Yes.
Yes.
I think at first it's like, you know, Molly doesn't really go for it at first, you know? She's a little pumped up. And then as it goes on, she kind of gets into it.
All right. Barry, you're kind of on the outside of this whole fighting thing.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a perception plus alertness, please.
God.
Come on, you cheeky get!
Can I? Yes, thank you. Can I splice in my uncanny instinct specialization if I get any
Yes.
10s?
Yes, you can.
2 successes.
Two successes.
No
tens, but that is easily enough. You notice that the Cairn Totem Spirit, Falcon, is watching this training quite intently from a nearby tree. He's sitting perched on one of the branches, watching the fighting and looking quite interested.
He will sidle on over, I think, and lead into their training.
All right. So you sidle over to the spirit.
Yeah.
The spirit doesn't say anything to you when you come over. It's just looking at the training. So you're going to have to be the one to initiate the contact if you wish to talk to it.
Okay.
I like the idea of it sitting there eating popcorn.
No. It would if I mean that would be if it was Vittori from our non-broadcasted Godbound game, but yeah.
Clearly, it's eating the spirit of popcorn, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, well said.
Pecking at a mouse.
While looking at it as well from down below, he'll basically say, "What does it make of them?"
Eager. As unprepared as you would expect for a fight of this magnitude, but that is going to be the case pretty much regardless of who in the Sept is going to fight it.
Time really isn't on our side, and as much time as we spend to prepare, they've got just as much time, and they know how to do it better.
Or at least as well.
Or as well. But we'll just have to fight dirty. That's what we're good at.
What I'm thinking, the Falcon says, and turns its head to look at you at last, is... Why aren't we under attack here? What are they up to?
I had considered that. I don't know. I mean, fair enough, they might be focused on up at Stamford for now, because that's the most obvious one, but they must know. They must know we're here. They must know we've got one of what they need up here.
Oh, they certainly know that we're here. Whether they know that we have one of the artifacts in our possession is another matter, but they know that we're here.
Perhaps they want to provoke us into moving first.
It's not a bad theory at all.
The question is,
until we come out, then take us one at a time.
The question is, what would they do? How will it affect all of us, and what can we do to avoid it, or at least counter it?
That is really the problem, isn't it? There's probably not much that can be done. We have to move on them. We have to get rid of them.
All the more reason
they probably feel very safe because their leader, in their mind, can't be harmed. He can't be touched. So they think they have all the time in the world.
It's true. That's part of why we want to... Wait. You're saying they'll be content to just sit there for now? And just...
They will sit there and work on their hellhole and prepare it and make it as strong as they can. And the longer that goes on, the worse for us, obviously.
So really it comes down to how much time we want to build ourselves up before we try and take on this bastard. I mean,
How long do you think they're going to last up in Stamford?
Less time than we'd like, longer than we might dread.
That is a good assessment, I think. But they won't hold forever.
No.
If there's one thing that the Black Spiral Dancers have on us, it's numbers. And they're profligate with them. They will throw away lives of Fomori and mortal servants of all kinds and of Banes and whatnot in a steady stream. Because every time they take down one of us, we can't replenish, but they can.
What would you advise then?
I would advise that you take as little time as you think is in any way reasonable to prepare, and then you go. The longer time you take, the more lives it will cost in Stamford. I don't like them much, but I don't want to see Garou blood spilled needlessly.
Neither do I. It's just... We're we're so much on the ragged edge at the moment. If we go right now, we won't last. We might be able to get a shock attack in, but if it comes down to a grind, we won't last long.
Very true.
It's a horrible situation, but just long enough. I just have to hope we've got the day we need to recover a little bit of our will to fight will be enough, and then we attack. We go to where he is. We find a way to get him isolated. And we strike fast and hard and cut the head off this snake. As soon as they realize their invincible leaders can be hurt, can be killed, perhaps that'll break them enough to give us some breathing room.
I think that is very true. The spirit sort of, beats his wings a few times.
Yeah.
And restores a willpower point to each of you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That's it's very generous of you, thank you.
He beats his wings a few more times without doing that this time, though, and takes off and flies away, or in somewhere else in the cairn.
Okay. So that counts as our full day's worth of rest, then, I take it.
Actually, it means that if you still rest for a whole day, you're getting one more back.
That's good. All right, we'll do that then, so we can get to full willpower.
It seems like a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as he flies off, Barry calls out, "Say thank you to Falcon."
Thank you, fuck!
That's not how you say his name, but good try.
Spits out some blood. Frankie punched her in the
Frankie, face. What? Frankie, why did you punch her? That was trying to be polite, and all you're doing is hitting her. Also, you haven't said thank you either. Get on with it.
Rasmus.
I think Rasmus is AFK.
Yeah. Oh,
Rasmus is AFK.
Frankie just feels like being
got a phone call.
Okay, fair enough.
Frankie just falls down catatonic. Oh
dear. Yes. Oh no. Yes.
The thing happened again.
Yes. Yes. She refused to thank the Falcon, so she just goes into catatonia.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the point is that, well, you're feeling a bit more. Feeling a little bit more. What's the word?
Hanky.
No, that's not the word.
No?
No. Welcome back, Rasmus. We've all had a willpower given back to us very graciously by the Falcon Spirit. So,
lovely.
If we now continue our full day's rest, we'll have we can get up to 2 recovered willpower in a single day. So that'll be useful.
Very.
Also, apparently, you punched Molly in the gut while Frankie was while Barry was telling everyone to thank Falcon, and Molly did, and Frankie took the opportunity rather than thanking Falcon to punch Molly, and then fell catatonic because you left. That's punishment for refusing to thank Falcon.
What?
Yeah, that's how it works. If you've got to be thankful to the spirits for giving you their gifts and things.
Yeah, or otherwise they'll take away all your willpower. Then catatonic. Yeah.
So yeah, the point is that now we can finish our full days.
Spirits, not charity workers, right?
Yeah, that's true. So, I think we'll continue to rest or train as however we classify resting. Then,
yes,
get that extra bit of
find the
back.
Best meadow to roll around in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's as was maybe apparent. Frankie's whole idea was to get Molly riled up. So as I wrote in chat, if it takes a kidney punch to do that, then
yeah. So that's why I was like, well, she'll say please, and as she gets punched,
yep. Trying to get that rage back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you cheeky son of... You come here right now! Fucking...
I'll let you get a rage point back for those who've taken part in the training.
Yes. Only 5 to go!
Just watch. But I also
Alright.
don't need the rage, so it's fine.
Okay, good for you. All right.
I mean,
Love to help myself.
Boo is not the angriest thing out there.
No, I know.
She doesn't rely on anger as much as other werewolves.
That's
Very
fine.
true, very
That's
true.
what you've got to
She
fang.
relies on fluffiness.
Fluffiness and stealth and the occasional liberal use of a fang dagger.
She uses noses, yes.
Yeah.
Because,
And-
you know, she won't have to have several hits in a round if she can just take them out in one hit.
Yeah. Oh, if only I had one more. One more experience point I could have gotten there. Anyway, yeah, I'll just continue resting for now then until we get that extra willpower back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And once we do,
I
Yep.
think instead of like resting, since I have all my willpower, I think
Oh, good.
Molly is literally just gonna go out and like try to get herself pumped up. If necessary, I'll just like go punch some spirits or something. I don't know.
What? This.
Yo, you there? Fight me.
Yeah, basically. Like, so what I was thinking actually when I said punch spirits was go to Old Man York and punch him, but you know.
Oh, we
He's quite far away, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
he
I
is a
know.
bit far away, and I mean, Barry does want to see him as well before we get to things, but so we might have a chance to go and find him, but we'll see. But now I just want to get that last bit of willpower back so I can.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there something I could do to like get a bit more rage? Because like I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Not really at this
Let's-
point. No, it's you might before you get there, or you might during the fight. But until then, you've kind of gotten what you can from training and so on.
All right.
Fair enough.
It might just so happen we get in there and they've done something atrocious, and that's like, okay, rage.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe.
That's one way of doing it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna make a really dark joke about like, well, let's hope one of us dies. Like,
Rage is reasonably easy to get back for a werewolf when you get into any sort of fight or nastiness. Then
yeah.
Lovely. Yes. No, Barry will sacrifice himself just so that we can get Molly into the frenzy we need to kill this idiot. Anyway, okay. Is there anything else we want to do before we use up the rest of the day?
No, I don't think so.
Does that go for Frankie and Charlie as well?
I think Frankie will take a moment at some point to call her boyfriend, who is, I mean, assuming he's seen the news, probably worried.
you would need to leave the Umbra to do so, obviously.
Yeah, I'd probably want to stay as much as I can in like the cairn.
Mm-hmm.
So I will wait until it's like a good time to do so.
All right. Well, give me a roll to get out of the Umbra then.
That's just gnosis, yeah?
Yeah.
And the difficulty was 4?
4.
I have a whole success.
That's enough. It takes a while to get out, but you get out.
And then...
Yeah, when you call him, you get an extremely worried young man on the phone.
Yeah, I know.
They said that people got killed. Really horribly.
Yeah. They did. I think we also had ghosts involved.
Oh my god.
But the ghost was on our side, though.
Yeah, but there are still dead people. One of them, they said, burned.
Yeah, he seemed like he was unable to move out of the vehicle.
At least tell me they were working for the worm.
They were. We were working for the people who was doing all the things that we're trying to stop.
Well, that makes it a little easier, I guess.
Yeah, a little. I'm trying not to think too much about it right now.
Yeah, that's probably... And he doesn't get any further, and then he says, shit, I'm going to have to hang up. The cops are here.
All right.
And he does hang up.
Shit.
You okay?
She left the Umbra.
Oh, my apologies.
To make the phone call.
I thought it was still okay. Never mind.
Hmm.
Ignore me.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
strictly speaking, that would mean that I'll have a hard time contacting him again, because he might be monitored. Which means I'll have to contact him through other means, but he's not really involved outside of, being my boyfriend, so it should be okay. I think Frankie takes a deep breath and then another, and then trusts that he will be able to make it out of a situation like that for now. But I think she wants to get back into the Umbra so she can talk to the others.
Yeah, of course. Give it another roll.
All right.
Yep. And again, it takes a while to get in there, but you do get in.
Hey. So I just called Keith.
You okay?
Well, he had to hang up. The cops were arriving. Which obviously isn't particularly reassuring for me. So I was wondering if, when we move out, or maybe before that, we could, I don't know, check up on him.
I think Molly just kind of shrugs.
Barry?
Molly just kind of shrugs.
It's you can do, but it's going to be a bit of a diversion unless we split up. Still, I know how important this is to you, so as long as we can do it quickly, because we're going to have to stop there, and I want to make a stop by Old Man York before we head out to this.
I mean, yeah, it's just, officially, he's nothing to do with it outside of knowing me. But I don't really trust that that's gonna be where they leave it at.
No. Police were able. Let's face it, the police were the ones to disperse the peaceful protesters down there. Who knows what they might do? We'll do what we can, but we have to be careful because this could be them trying to lure us out and get us where they want us.
It probably might. Yeah, it definitely could be. Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Okay. I'd like to go as soon as possible.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I think that's everything everyone wants to do. Then we just continue until we get that last bit of willpower back, and then we can head out.
Yep. So and that's the basically the following morning. You can head off on your quote unquote adventure.
Yeah, something like that.
So, do you go to Keith first or Old Man York first?
Keith.
All right. Well, you know where he parked the car, And when you get there, the car is there, but he's not.
All right. Well, he's not necessarily bound to it. So.
No. The car has been
I
tossed.
start my sniffer.
So basically, somebody searched it very abruptly.
That is also not surprising.
No.
But yeah. Hello, Boo. Can you see if he's nearby?
I think that was for you, AJ.
Yeah? Oh, she just...
Yeah.
No, Frankie just asked Boo if she could see if he was nearby. Or smell, I guess, if she was nearby.
I did say that. Let's start my sniffer.
Oh, sorry. I just noticed. Yes, when you're typing it out, I don't necessarily notice it as quickly as if you say it
No,
out
I
loud.
said it too.
Oh,
But maybe my connection is shit. I don't know.
I think it is. I didn't hear it anyway. I'm sorry. But now we know. Give me a perception plus alertness.
Hey.
And difficulty is. I'm guessing you're in lupus form. Yes.
But
then
you just give me a difficulty and I'll adjust it myself.
Yeah. Okay. The difficulty is 6 as normal.
So it's 4.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I mean, it's a scent that you know rather well, so he's not hard to pick out. There you go.
Wow.
There's 3 tens.
He is nowhere nearby. He has been taken away. You can smell that he's been taken into a car, and the car has left.
Car took him and left.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's what I was...
I follow the car. Fuck the car.
I follow the dog. So putting my hood up so as to not be recognized, hopefully.
Yes.
If we're gonna, it's dangerous enough traveling around and. All right. We can stick to physical world as long as we can, but I feel we should use the Umbra.
It's gonna be difficult to track them from the Umbra.
True. Fair enough. Just let's be careful.
I know.
Well, you are. You follow the car as best you can. It's a little difficult at times because obviously it's been hours and other cars have come and gone and so on once you hit major roads. But you pretty quickly work out that it's probably a police car and he's probably been taken to one of the police stations in town, which one you can't be sure of.
That is still more reassuring than if it wasn't like a police car.
Truth.
Which is what, at the very least, Frankie tells herself.
Yeah, and Boo is keeping the fact to herself that if they don't give a shit and they want you, then they probably won't stop at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I understand that you're worried, Frankie, but can we really spend all this time?
If he's taken in by the police, then I'm a little less worried than if it had been some strange car. Shit.
The direction is somewhere down here. It's further along this road.
Which is that? And what direction is Fading Death's base in?
The opposite.
Of course it is.
All right, well that is also somewhat reassuring. Yeah. I think Frankie says, "All right, let's let's get back on mission. Let me just. I mean, I hope he's not tired of us asking him of all sorts of things. But do you mind if I call Foxtree?
Well, what do you want to ask? Where your boyfriend ended up?
Yeah, I mean, if I can get some sort of confirmation that he's just being held in a cell, right? Then they'll have to release him eventually.
Go for it, I suppose.
Then I shall, slip into the shadows of an alleyway and
call Fox Freak. And yeah,
yes.
he picks up the phone.
Hi, it's Frankie. Sorry for constantly calling you.
Hi, I kind of imagined that you would call me. Your boyfriend's face is on the news.
Why is his face on the news?
Well, according to the police, he's an accessory to a terrorist attack.
What? He hasn't done anything.
He is seen as officially at least, they are charging him with aiding and abetting.
I was about to say they don't have any proof, but I'm guessing that doesn't matter.
I think they're trying to smoke you out.
Yeah, and it's definitely working. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's at the Fulford Road police station for now, but they're taking him down to London.
Right.
They want him to be interrogated by experts, they say on the news.
Okay, that's not gonna happen.
Talk to us. What's going on?
He's been charged as an accessory to a terrorist attack. Incidentally, Joan, may I refill some rage?
Yes, you may refill a point of rage.
I'm sorry, I just did not expect
that. That is absolutely fine. You get a point of rage.
Oh my god.
He's being held at a station, but they're gonna transfer him to London to be interrogated by experts soon.
If they're as good as we are, then that's not gonna be good, and he might not survive it.
I think they're gonna be about as bad.
If some of them works for Pentax, it's gonna be worse.
There's definitely gonna be folks working for Pentax down there.
Absolutely.
Isn't London like a fucking worm tainted hellhole?
Yes, it is, and it's a city under. It's a city under the control of the Sabbat for the vampires on top of things. So it's just not a very nice place.
So this is something I've heard, and I might be completely wrong, but isn't London the fucking isn't Queen Victoria the vampire in charge of London or something?
No, actually, that's she's I believe it was someone from court. I don't think it was the Queen herself. No.
Fair enough.
No, all I know about London is that it was, and to a point, I guess it probably still is, a hotbed for Pentax and the Black Spiral Dancers because our pack in the last game did deal them a blow in terms of blowing up one of their offices and killing one of their high-ranking members. But that's what one bolt removed from a very large, powerful machine.
Yes.
It's not.
It is canonical to this game, but yes.
Yes, so that's the way it is, and it's also canonical that, very sadly, is that. Like many places, there are spirits of all kinds in different cities. A big part of the Song of Torah was that there was a spirit for the River Liffey. The river itself had a spirit dedicated to it. But it was dying because the river was becoming so polluted, but we were able to cleanse it. The Thames River is so polluted that its spirits died a long time ago.
Yes.
I don't know what the ooze is like, but I certainly hope...
Much better.
Yes, it doesn't quite live up to its name.
No, it doesn't.
Thank goodness. But we haven't actually interacted with the ooze, so that's fine.
And, getting back to this.
Yes. Sorry.
Frankie asks into the phone. I assume he's being heavily guarded.
I think you can be pretty sure that they have at least 4 or 5 people with weapons within reach of him at all times. Yes, he's, as I said, he's being seen as having helped out in a domestic terrorist attack.
Frankie, don't do what I think you're gonna do.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could pull him into the Umbra from somewhere, but if they have people...
They're gonna... Look, I understand you're worried, right? But...
They're trying to pull you into acting. They're trying to make you do something. Vox Freak says this on the phone. They're trying to make you react.
Yeah, because
frankly, going in
where I can't afford to not act.
Frankly, going in right now, I mean...
But you're right, they might be more vulnerable on the road. But are we particularly skilled at that?
It's just the thing, like, don't give them what they want, right? Like, they want you to act. And, right now, we have something to do. And I know... I mean, if it was my mom, I know I'd be running off, raging. I get it. But... well, we can't. We just can't.
I know I know the sooner we act, the better, but it's not like we have a deadline for his disappearance. We do have a very...
At some point the people out, with the big chalice will all die, and they'll have that one back, and
Yeah, we have a deadline for taking out this guy, because if we don't, then it's only going to get worse. That's a thing. They're trying to slow us down.
And we'll just have to be swift about it, won't we?
Frankly.
No. We get what you're saying, but there's no way in hell that I'm leaving Keith behind. Even if I have to go alone.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you... Are you me? No, I mean that. Are you me? Because quite frankly, you're being an idiot right now, Frankie.
Yeah, well...
I can fucking see it right now.
I can see it too. Don't you think I can see it?
Then stop it.
I hope, at the very least, that someday you'll meet someone like Keith and you'll get it. But there's no stopping this.
You're gonna die.
Boo looks to our fucking alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the one who's supposed to end these fucking fights.
Mm-hmm. We will go for him, but we've got to focus on what's in front of us now. As soon as we are able...
Does Freak find out when they're gonna move him?
Frankie relays the question.
I have no idea, he says. I honestly don't know. I think they're going to move him once somebody comes up from London, but when they get the paperwork in order, I have no idea.
Well, paperwork takes time, even for the cops. So we should have time to get after this bastard, kill him, and then go after Keith. If we do it now.
Boops, Yeats vampire.
Hmm.
Spirits can tell us when he's getting picked up.
Who?
Spirits!
That's
the
true.
city's full of them! There's rats everywhere!
That's true. One more reason we go to speak to Old Man York. Maybe he can get the word out on our behalf while we get on with this.
I don't think we're getting him out of where he is now. But turning over a fucking car and then running off with him would be easier.
Yeah. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen.
Then we can grab him and leave the city.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hmm.
That's, you know,
I know it's
better
not,
than going in and
I know
dying.
it's yeah. I know it's not ideal, Frankie. I realise that, but
It really fucking isn't.
but it's what I'm going to suggest we do. Because if we go now, all the momentum we have, it's gone, and we may not get a chance to go after this fucker again.
So kill Shadowfart first.
Kill
then save
Shadow.
Keith.
Yeah, kill Shadowfart first, then we go after Keith straight after he's dead.
Absolutely.
Not Keith. Shadowfart.
Yeah, obviously, yes. Thank
I'm
you.
just making it very clear.
Thank you, Boo. That's very, very good of you.
But since we don't know when Keith will be picked up, we should go for Shadowfart now.
Yeah, Frankie.
All right. I get it.
No.
Put the word out and let's go. I don't have time to waste them.
I just want to promise you that we'll get him. All right.
Even if I die, you go get him.
Yeah, I will.
Don't worry.
And,
You
I
won't
mean,
die, and we'll go get him. Even if I have to
Come
push
on.
you through the door myself.
All right.
let's go die.
Let's go die. Oh my god. How very
You said you wouldn't, Molly.
that was dark.
Yep.
Yeah, like Molly kind of like chuckles to herself as she said that. But yeah, like that's.
That reminds me of the movie, A Good Day to Die. Let's go.
Right.
I saw that once.
Like we
through a
said,
window.
one quick stop off, see if we can find Old Man York, and then if we can't, we just keep on going. And then once this bastard's dead, we come back, we find Keith, we get the hell out of here, and then we fuck off to fucking Ireland or something. I don't know.
Also, like Boo said, if we could find Rat, that would be...
Yep. All right.
I'm voting on Iceland. I heard it's nice up there.
Don't speak
It
the
sounds
language.
very icy.
Don't speak the language.
I mean, neither. But honestly, do you
We
speak
have to.
Irish?
No, but Irish people speak English.
Yeah,
You
but
do?
they don't like speaking English.
Can we not argue about this right now, please?
No.
Well, I'm already moving. You guys are the slow ones.
All right.
I'm fucking walking right behind you, you cheeky shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you
I
guys
saw
are
my ass.
going.
Slowpoke.
You're looking to find Rat and Old Man York.
Yes. Well, and all.
We're gonna pick up a
And
rat
or.
on the way there and tell it what to do. You
Right.
use it like a mobile phone.
Well, you find a balloon-shaped rat with Old Man York. It's probably the most well-fed rat in all of York.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
Whoa,
that's
you
my
fed
job.
it too much. It rolls now.
That's my job to overfeed them, the rats. Anyway, good to see you.
You as well. There are some troubles in my city, isn't there?
There are
Yeah.
indeed some of which are to do with us, some of which were caused by us, some of which are
Oh,
in
we're
spite of us.
entirely innocent.
And okay, look, we know who and roughly where the guy in charge of the people doing all this to your city is, and we're going after him now.
Good.
Once we've got after him, we've got to go in the complete opposite direction because the bastards have made a hostage of Frankie's boyfriend. So,
Right.
and he looks to the rat balloon.
Yes.
You there? When you're fit to move, could you perhaps see about getting some of your friends to keep an eye on said boyfriend and just
Squeak.
Yes. Can you speak in a way I understand? Can you understand me?
I can squeak.
Yeah, all right. Again, you don't need to do anything until you've finished digesting whatever the hell you've been fed. But look, we need eyes on Keith's name to let us know when they're going to move him out the city as soon as possible.
Well,
'Cause
the rat gives you a sort of a toothy grin and says, "No one in York is ever more than 10 feet away from a rat."
This is very true. This is why we're asking for your help.
Please.
So, he will have eyes on him.
Thank you. And now,
That's a great. Boo
Yes.
mutters,
yes, they are.
putting her snoot on the ginormous rat.
And old man
The
York.
rat tumbles sideways and squeaks.
It is. It's
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. I put it the right way up again.
Yes, it's on its back and flailing its legs.
It is that video of the balloon animal thing.
Yes, the one with like, what if everything was ball shaped?
Yes,
Yes.
pretty
Oh
much.
my
This
God,
this
it's
rat
so
has been
good.
fed too much.
Anyway, the point is that at this point, Barry turns to Old Man York and says, "Old Man York,
Yes.
I'd like to think we've done what we can to try and keep your city safe, as is our
You've done
mandate.
well.
But once we've killed this man, this monster,
Yes.
we're wanted for crimes in the city. We can't stay here. Once we're done, we've got to leave.
Yes,
We've
you
got
do.
to. And once we've left, obviously, I can't expect that we'll keep the gifts you've given us. So obviously,
Once you leave, I'll set you free.
thank you, and thank you for your aid in everything. Because
Let me give you one more thing, he says.
all right,
And he goes around and shakes each of you by the hand.
mm-hmm.
And
paw.
or paw, and you get another willpower point back.
If you need it, yes. So yes, Frankie should have all that sweet willpower.
Oh no, I'm still missing 2.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I was down to 1.
Okay, so you,
Whenever she fails her willpower thing, her memories becomes too much, and she only has 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then she has to gain the rest back one
Oh.
by one.
so what's your
Until
maximum?
another day where she fails it, and she's back to 1.
What's her maximum willpower?
6.
Good lord. Fair enough. But either way, 4 willpower is better than nothing.
Oh,
so-
hell yes.
Yes. And it's, it's in large part also to keep her rage in check, which presently, at the least, unless it's been steadily climbing,
No, it's where it is.
then it's at 3.
Yes.
Okay, so you're in control for now. For now.
Yes, it's a very iron grip kind of control, I think.
Oh, I think so, yes.
All right. So once we've all gotten that bit of willpower, Barry will only half mockingly salute towards Old Man York and say, "Been a privilege working under you, old man."
You've done well. Now go kill that son of a bitch. Literally.
Yes, sir. All right, men and women. I suppose it's only women, actually.
Literally the only man here.
Yeah, I only just realised when I said it. All right, women, move out! And he points dramatically, and as soon as nobody else moves, he's like, you come from the start, let's just go.
I do think Frankie just starts walking as soon as... I think she actually starts walking before you're done telling her to move out.
That's
She
good.
does not have time for this.
Yeah, that's fine, though. A little bit of levity.
Looks back toward Old Man York with a, I wonder what he mean with, releasing us. Not voicing that thought, because it still hasn't dawned on her that when she has to leave York, she's also leaving Old Man York, and George, and everyone.
Yeah, when that sinks in, we're just going to get a cacophony of whining from... and, sad dog face.
Molly just goes up, by the way, to Old Man York
Yes.
and gives him a little grin and like, I guess this is it.
I guess it is.
And she hugs him.
You get a hug back. He's a little surprised, but he does hug you back.
And then she like squishes him in the like, haha, I've got you in a bear hug.
Yeah, that very quickly turns out to be a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he
Because
obviously
he's squeezing you with the weight of 1,000 years or more. So
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think Molly kind of just like, as she can breathe again,
Yes.
kind of goes, oh, I'll be back to punch you in your face again.
I'm sure you'll try.
Like wink,
And
that's it.
Yes.
Keep walking away.
No problem. And you guys head off towards the right area of town, which is a place called Rawcliffe.
Mm-hmm.
and you're heading up there without, you know, nobody bothers you on the way there. You're not,
Nice.
you're not, you know, it's not like you have to fight your way through an army of Black Spiral Dancers or Banes or anything of the sort. You're not bothered at all. You can just go pretty much straight
Kinda
there.
weird.
So
A little weird,
Yeah.
but I'll take it.
It's a little quiet. It's a little too quiet for my liking.
Yeah, me too.
All right. We have to be stealthy. Do you want to stay in the physical world or the Umbra for this? Because let's face it, if they're making a hellhole out of that place, it's going to be fucking horrible in the Umbra.
But didn't he surround himself with innocent, normal people?
He did.
They will usually only be out here, not in the Umbra.
Mm-hmm. Which is a problem if he's and then decides to not be in the Umbra himself.
Then we jump out at him.
Do you think that'll work?
I don't know, but we don't know unless we try.
So it sounds like you want to go into the Umbra for now.
I agree.
well, that's where you are to start with. So
Oh, it's true, because we spoke to him on York. I'm such
No,
a
he
goat.
was not in the Umbra. He was just visiting at the outside world.
Yes, no, we just see this
Totally.
ghost. We just see this ghost with an ethereal energy. No, okay. So, as you say, we get there without seeing like legions of Black Spiral Dancers, which is disconcerting and yet good.
but when you do get to the general area, you
Yeah.
also realize this is going to be, you're not going to be able to get that close. It basically, a hellhole is an irradiated, blasted landmark. It's it's literally radioactive and will cause
Aggravated damage.
aggravated damage every round that you're, you know, getting within reach of it. It is insanely dangerous to werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've said that, I really want to make a werewolf in Chernobyl thing.
Yes.
That sounds like brutal.
It is the biggest hellhole in the world, Chernobyl.
Yep.
In the World of Darkness, in canon World of Darkness, Chernobyl is the biggest hellhole in the world.
That makes sense.
And
Yep.
so yeah, the point is that you can't approach close enough in the Umbra, and you also start. Well, you do get to a point where you can see that there are things moving around, spirits, banes of various kinds moving around in the distance.
Yeah.
Whether they have noticed you or not, they're not actually coming for you. They seem to be keeping to their assigned area, so to say.
Huh.
Time to sneak.
We have to sneak, but we can't stay in the Umbra. Not with it being that this is worse than the hotel, because at least there we could actually get in.
Yeah, they've gotten further with this than they did with the hotel.
Fuck. So we've
I
got to.
guess we'll find his nice little house and go in the back door then.
We've got to go in the physical world, which means, of course, we've got to be extra careful if there's innocents about. This place is. God, he's planned this place well.
So you guys want to hop out of the Umbra?
Yeah, it seems like we
The
have
hell
to.
here.
Yes, difficulty
Right.
is 6 to get out where you are.
All right. I suggest that Barry and Charlie go last, just in case, because we've got the highest gnosis scores.
Sounds good to me.
So
Yeah.
Frankie and Molly roll first then.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Oh, whoops. I almost typed in pool modifier 6.
Well, I mean, that would have been cool, but okay, you get out.
Molly gets out.
And Frankie? Yes.
Yep.
You successes,
Comes out
excellent.
as well.
All right.
And it is...
1 success.
Yes, Barry gets out as well. Then it's just Boo.
Boo.
Oof.
Ooh.
Boo slips right through. Boo
Yep,
has
she actually-
no
I
trouble.
meet me past all of you.
Yeah, she just
Yes.
she goes in last, but she comes out first.
Yes, she does actually.
Ugh,
And
not surprised.
well, when you get out, it's mid-morning, so this is a residential area.
Yeah.
So most people are at work, but not everyone, obviously.
Might be an idea to go Lupus.
Yeah.
And as you get a little bit closer, in Lupus form, I assume,
Yes.
since you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
It seems a little smarter than having the face of a wanted criminal running around.
Yes. You notice. Actually, you might notice something. So please give me a perception plus alertness. It is vision based. So.
0 successes.
0 successes. Yeah. Difficulty is 6.
Out of 10. Oh. Oh. God.
Frankie doesn't
It
get anything
was,
either.
uh,
Ooh.
Oh, Molly. Molly. Fantastic. Thank you. Bless you.
Oh,
Bless you
Gesundheit.
again. And
It
Blues
was
roll?
difficulty 6, right?
Difficulty
Yes, it's
6.
4 successes.
So there you go. Molly and Boo. You two notice a couple of men sitting on a bench. It's not far from where you're headed.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem to have noticed you guys. Lupus form or not, they have clearly noticed you.
Oh boy.
And the thing is, they both look very sickly, I think is the best word to put it. They don't look healthy.
What a surprise.
I'd say, Boo's pointed out that she has sense worm. I don't know if she does.
Yeah, you do you activate it? Do you activate the gift?
I get the side eye of those people I activated. Perception occult.
Yes.
The difficulty depends on the concentration and strength of the worm's influence.
Alright, so difficulty is 5.
Okay. So it was perception occult. I knew I had something to use occult for. And difficulty was 5.
Yes.
Right.
You only need 1 success, so that's fine. Holy craptastic effing mother of owl. They are dripping with worm taint. It's almost like you're looking at tar pits.
Yeah. Well,
Who
there
just
goes our,
starts growling.
well, there's our element of surprise gone. So I suppose we better move fast.
Are they blocking the entrance?
They are sitting between you and where you're going, yes.
Alright. Here goes. Hey, what was that meme? Some years back. Who looks back at the others?
What?
What?
Alright. Leroy! Jenkins! And then I just fucking fly
Yep.
past everyone.
There's just a brief moment before combat where Barry actually has the moment to look at both Molly and Frank and just say, "She really knows how to make a bloke feel old. You know that."
You are old, and then Frankie charges.
World of Warcraft references!
You fucking Judas. And then he goes to who's.
What happens basically is because you react that way and because you have sense worm and you know what it is you're well, you don't know what it is you're facing exactly, but you know that there is something really
We
bad
don't see their
about
true
it.
form, but they're yucky.
They are incredibly yucky. What happens is as you charge them, they both start to stand up. They start to get up, basically, right? And they're both wearing like heavy overcoats, and they have this pallid skin, sickly looking. They look really. They almost look, and this is really horrible but to say, but they almost look like a couple of flashers. The classic.
Have those ginormous fucking trench coats to hide how ugly they actually are underneath.
Exactly. And you bowl into one of them and basically take him out before he has a chance to do anything, because you have the element of surprise because you acted the way you do.
Nice.
But the other guy also gets up, and he opens his trench coat.
Ah! Ew! No!
There is nothing inside him.
Oh no, it's a Dusk Noir.
It's something called a Hollow Man.
That doesn't sound nice.
And basically, as he opens up his trench coat, you look into a void of darkness inside.
Mm-hmm.
And out spills what looks like 10,000 spiders.
Oh yeah.
Eesh.
And they, of course, try to bite you.
Yes.
Don't want any.
No,
So you manage to take one of them down, but the other one does have does get off an attack.
Okay.
And since Molly and since Boo and Frankie were the ones who described that they were going for these guys so furiously,
Yes.
you two both have to roll me a soak.
All right. I don't think I've done that yet. Is that just stamina?
Just stamina.
All right.
Well, depending on your
And I'm presently
form, it's different.
in lupus, so it's 2 higher.
But it does that on its own.
Yeah. And do we have? Is there difficulty for that?
No, you just roll, and I'll let you know what happens.
All right. In that case, I'll just roll them manually.
Yes. Yes. Incredibly old. Ooh, that is a very good roll for Frankie.
Yes.
Yes. I don't have time for this. Go away.
Ooh, look at that.
And that is also a very good roll from Boo.
That is the second time Boo has rolled 3 10s on a roll today.
Yes. That is excellent for both of you, because the spiders spill over you. They try to fill into your mouths, into your ears. They are of different sizes. Some are smaller, some are larger. The point is, they're all venomous.
Well,
But you both manage to soak everything they throw at you. And the problem for the Hollow Man, of course, is that leaves him with potentially with 4 extremely angry werewolves all around him.
oh yeah.
So he is. I'm assuming that you guys tear him to shreds, basically.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Tiny.
And so I'm not gonna waste dice rolls on that, really, because it's a Hollow Man is potentially nasty because he can do stuff like this, but one of them isn't going to last a single round against all of you. So going into actual combat
Yeah.
would just be time consuming for no reason.
Yeah, we'll save the actual round by round combat for when we face off against.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. And but that also that basically you are not in doubt that you have been noticed. This has been it may have been swift, but it's loud.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's also in the middle of the street during day.
Yes.
Yep. So we gotta
Okay,
keep
let's
going
get
then.
going.
No time to pause them. We just
Yep.
continue towards the destination. Well, Frankie does.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's
So we will
move.
do.
I
Will do.
think
Go,
for Boo's fucking case, it's more of a she doesn't really stop running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just smack, smack, and then she just continues.
Yeah.
Because I almost spent all her fucking experience. And now she has 5 stamina.
Yes.
And she's relentless and tireless.
Lovely.
So you go straight towards the right building, and well, the door, when you get there, the door opens.
Oh, that's very, very, very kind of them.
Front door just opens to let you in.
Good.
He
No,
wants
that's very
this-
hospitable. Let's kill him.
He wants this just as much as we do, and he's probably got some other tricks planned. So let's be careful.
I mean, he probably
Plus,
thinks
with
he's
the-
immortal, right? Like, let's be real.
Boo
Yeah.
enters with a weirdly polite, but thanks.
Right. And as you enter this building, that is where we're going to end until next time.
Oh, okay.
I know that it's another short session, but it means that we're going to have the big climactic battle next time we play.
Yeah.
Which is
The
14
final
days
showdown.
away.
Yes, it is. It's 14 days away.
We charged and it took us 14 days to get to the front.
That is some
Where
dry
did we
way.
start the charge? The other end of the fucking city?
Yeah, no, that's part of his defense mechanism. Is that it takes 14 days for charging to get.
Oh no, it's because we want those cool bikini shots, so we're just actually running in slow-mo all the way. With,
You're getting
with our
another
fur majestically flapping in the air.
yes. You're getting another 2 XP
Whose
for today, by the way.
smacking against her gums.
2 XP.
Damn.
Yes. So, and you can spend them before next time if you want to up something.
Yeah, I figured it was last time before this time, so
Yeah.
or last shot to do that before the fight this time. So I spent them last time,
Okay.
which is why she has Sense Worm and
Oh, right.
5 stamina. Though she will go back to 1 stamina once the orc lets them go,
Yes.
because that's a gift he gave us, right? So
Yes,
she
it is.
actually has 4, but he's giving her 1.
Yes. Very true. So, that is it for this week, ladies and gentlemen of the viewing audience, and we do look forward to the final conclusion of the campaign next time we play.
Oh,
We hope
hi,
that-
that's
So I look forward to having everyone with me for that.
yes.
Thank you very much, and from us here at CharismaToAC, bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.